Checking connection. Here we are with Facebook. Go, crazy. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. How everybody?
All right, all good.
Perfect. Well, I'm gonna wait for a few seconds to see you guys join us. My assistant here, my producer, my director, my manager, and my everything. Washington is right here with me today, so he's gonna help you with your comments until we get another telephone and I can have it. Maybe I can use yours, Washington. But anyway, so today we have a very fascinating, interesting subject. It's something that I think we all should be interested in discovering and finding out the latest information, the latest research about attitude and the aging process. So Washington, you tell me, when do you think is a good time to get?
All right, wait just a few more moments.
Yes.
14 people here, 7 here.
Get your coffee, your water, your
3,
tea.
and relax.
So I hope everybody is, the people who are watching here in Florida, I hope everybody is okay. As you can tell, the hurricane just went off the coast in my area, which I'm very thankful and blessed to be able to say that. And we didn't have a very powerful storm. So we are doing great. And I'm very, very excited today because this is one of my passions, you know. Everybody who follow me and you know, people who know me know that this is my calling, this is my passion, this is what I love to do. So today, a theme is about how positive attitude affects the aging process. And I know you're gonna be leaving great comments and I will read them later on. So one of the things is that we know for a fact, and I have great videos in my YouTube channel, Dr.Josefina, in which I talk about positive attitude and I talk about the power of attitude, and attitude being the magic word. And we know that an attitude will determine your success and your failure in life. Most people lose their marriage or their job or friendships because of negative attitude. So if we want to be successful in life, we have to have a positive attitude. What is a positive attitude? The positive attitude is a type of person that when people see you, they rejoice. They see you and they get excited to see you. You know the type of person that people see you and they run away because they don't want to, sharing time with you because you're a very negative person and you just always complaining, always criticizing, and always condemning. So how the thing is how attitude affects the aging process. And these are some of the studies that they have done. One of them is in the University of Texas, and another one in North Carolina, University of North Carolina. And I got my notes here with me because I wanted to make sure that you got the information right from the horse's mouth and the correct information. Because I always like to give people the correct information. Therefore, that way you can really change your behavior and make the changes that we need to make to live a healthy, happy, and exciting life. So you may know. Okay, so the University of found out, the Texas University found that people that have an upbeat attitude towards life, they found that they were less likely to be weak. So when you have a positive attitude, in that study, they found people who with positive attitude, they didn't have less tendency to be a weak type of person. Okay. Another thing that they found, that a pessimistic type of person becomes weak. But when you think about it, you can see why. Right? And then we can talk about that as we go on. The researchers say that when the researchers found that the psychosocial factors, as well as your genetics and your physical health, play a role in how quickly we age. I know some of you know this stuff, but now we are polishing. So the social factor, social factors, your genetics, and your physical health is gonna play a role in how quickly we age. So it's important if we don't wanna age so quickly, then we have to take care of our psychological and social factors. We have to take into consideration our genetics, and we have to take into consideration our physical health. Obviously, if you are not physically healthy, you're gonna age much faster, because when you are sick, when you are sick, immediately you start noticing that you start aging very quickly. So taking care of your health is very powerful in staying healthy and is keeping that youthful look. What happened is, it makes sense. Why does it make sense? Because if you're the type of person who have energy, you're the type of person who move quickly, you're the type of person who reacting fast. No, it doesn't matter how old you are, because it has nothing to do with age. It has to do with us taking care of our physical health. So that is another factor that is going to be affecting in how it's going to affecting us in how quickly we age. So and that has to do with the attitude, because if I have an attitude, then I don't care how, the fatalistic attitude, because people have been brainwashed, and we're going to talk about that, about social factors and the stereotypes. People are being brainwashed that at a certain age, I have to give up. Oh, I can't develop my muscle. I can't go to the gym. It's not going to make any difference. So people take that fatalistic attitude about their destiny, about their life, and unfortunately about their health. Okay. All these studies that I'm talking about, they've been published in the Journal of Psychology and Aging. So if you want to find all the detail of this information I'm giving you, they've been published in the Journal of Psychology and Aging. A Texas team carried a test on 1,558 older people from Mexican-American community to examine whether there was a link between positive emotion and frailty. This is another factor. People who have positive emotions, they are less likely to be frail, to be weak, to be without energy. So that is another factor that is going to accelerate the aging process. When people have negative emotion, so you can see how negative emotion is going to be affecting how fast and how quickly you are aging. And the proof of that is when you are upset, when you feel you're angry, you in the bad mood, you see how you age. And immediately when you start smiling and you have good emotions and you feel happy and you feel healthy and you feel terrific, you rejuvenate. And so that how a negative emotion is going to play a big part, it's a big factor in accelerating how fast you and I age. Of course, they found, and this is we already know this, but they found that there is, and we talk about this, a connection between the mind and the body. And we've seen the effect of mind and body connection at the gym, because if you are at the gym and then you're not connected with your physical body mentally, you are not connecting with your physical body to make the changes that you want physically, it's not going to happen. And sometimes most people say, well, what am I going to get? And this is the thing. People ask me, how long is it going to take for me to see the result? How many hours do I have to be at the gym? All these kind of questions are irrelevant. Why? Because it's just one factor that is going to be affecting your development, developing your muscle, and your well-being from the point of view of aging. Why? Because if I don't have a connection between my mind and my body, when I'm working in my physical body, in this case at the gym, I'm not gonna get the results I want. Why? Because I'm not connected. I'm not sending the message that I need to send to my muscle. Hey, the mental picture. This is what I'm working on. This is what I look like. And so you're speaking to your muscle, to your being, to your cell, to yourself. So it sounds kind of strange, but the more research is done, the more they're proving me right. And that's the reason why I get so excited about my field, because I'm not only supported by me that I believe it. This is something that I believe from the time I know myself. Number two, when you study your Bible, you study God, and you see how God says about aging, it's supporting me. And then when science is saying the same thing, there is those three factors. There is God, science, and Josefina. And that's very exciting to me, because it proves that we are in the right track. And most women and men that contact me or follow me and pay attention to this philosophy, they recognize it resonates with them. It resonates with them because they know, why shall I feel useless after 40? Why shall I feel useless when I'm 50? Why shall I feel useless at any age? And it's because we are trained to believe that way. Okay, so let's go another thing that is with the study that they found. Okay, it has to do with losing weight, how fast, the strength. It has to do with your strength, your attitude. It has to do with your strength. It has to do with your weight loss. It has to do how exhausted you feel, and it has to do how fast you walk, and it has to do how strong is your grip. All these factors that I'm telling you are being affected by your attitude. The attitude you have towards aging. Remember, you're probably more familiar with the attitude we have towards life, right? Okay, but now we're talking about what is your attitude towards aging? Do you feel, thank God, that like 90% of the women and men that follow me, they really believe in this. They really feel it resonates with them. They feel that. I'm so glad you're saying that, because that's exactly how I feel. I get tons and tons of mails and email and texts and messages about this, and all the messages have to do with that. Thank God you're saying that. So because it resonates with people, because people have known this truth for a long time, but nobody has been able to present it the way because this is all of us, all these women, all these men that are watching me are helping me to promote this type of philosophy, this type of thinking, this type of wellness. Okay, so they found that people who have positive outlook on life were significantly less likely to become weak. They found that people who had a positive outlook on life were significantly less likely to become frail. The researchers say that some research report, this is another point that they found. They found that positive emotions may directly affect your health by altering the chemical balance of your body. We know this already. So, positive emotions, if I have positive emotions, they're going to be directly affecting my health. It makes sense. If I have positive emotion, I'm going to be happy, I'm going to be excited, I'm going to be setting goals, I'm going to be looking for things to do, being productive, being healthy, feeling happy, feeling healthy, feeling terrific. Those what they found with a positive emotion directly is affecting your chemical, your health, and how these positive emotions affect your health by altering the chemical balance of your body. And you know what happens when you feel sad, and you know what happens when you feel happy. Two different things, and both of those emotions are going to be altering your physical body. Okay, so that is what happens when that accelerates. If it is positive emotion, it's gonna delay the aging process. If it is negative emotion, it's gonna accelerate the aging process. So it's your choice. Number two, they found that upbeat people with positive attitude, they boost their health by making it more likely that they will be successful in life. So people who have this upbeat attitude, they're gonna be more successful in life. And then what happens? The more successful you feel, the better you look, right? Yeah, because if you're feeling successful, you're feeling that you are doing the thing that you want to do. You're feeling that every goal that you're setting, you're achieving them, no matter how long does it take. Because in my case, I don't care how long does it take, as long as I keep moving forward towards accomplishing that goal. So what happened is the person had this positive outlook about life, positive attitude about life, they become more successful. And you know why? Because successful people, what happened? People are attracted to success. If you are a loser and you don't have any goals and you just a person who just, let's say, use it just for using a word, a loser. So what happened? People don't want to associate with you. People like success. People want to hang out with successful people. And if you hanging out, and iron sharpen iron, if you have hanging out with negative people, iron sharpen iron. And you hanging around with positive people, iron sharpen iron. And negative attitude, negative emotion are contagious. Negative attitude is like having a cold, a bad cold, and you hang out with your friend and she just started with this bad cold, you're gonna get contaminated. It's gonna be contagious. And the same thing with the attitude. If you're hanging out with people who are feeling old, people who don't have goals, well, I can't wear that because I'm too old. I am too old to do that. Well, a friend of mine said to me today, she was talking to this guy, and the guy said to her, don't you think you are too old for that? Can you believe that? A guy said to her, don't you think you are too old for that? And she said to him, do you know who my friend is? Josefina, I hang out with her. So how dare you tell me that I'm too old to do whatever it was that he was, making a comment about it. But this is a typical thing, and that's what the stereotype of men. And we're gonna go into the stereotype very quickly. Okay, there is a connection between body and body. We talk about that our thoughts and attitude, attitude, emotion affect the physical functioning and the overall health, whether through direct mechanisms such as the immune system. Because of this connection between the mind and the body, and our thoughts and attitude and emotion affect our functioning overall health, affecting the immune system. So when all this negative emotion, all this negative attitude, all this negative thought, they are going to affect my immune system. Once my immune system is affected in a negative way, I'm gonna become sicker very quickly. I'm the type of person that I'm always catching a cold. When people say to me in the flu season, number one, the pharmacist. I go to the pharmacist. I said, "Oh, do you have your flu shot?" I said, "No." And I said, "No, I never had a flu shot." And I'm not saying you guys don't do it. You do whatever it pleases you. It's your health. I know my body. I know my health. And they said, "Well, you're gonna catch the flu." I said, "No, I'm not gonna catch the flu. They can catch my health. If you can contaminate with your flu, why can I contaminate you with my health? You can catch my health instead of me catching your flu." That's my position about that. So your overall health is going to be affected by your immune system. Once your immune system has been affected, it's going to have a consequence. The side effect of that is that then I'm going to age faster because imagine this, my immune system is weak. You get sick for everything. Everything hurts. It pains and aches and this and that. Why? Because your immune system is sick. You have to have a strong immune system. How do you get a strong immune system? You take care of your health. You exercise. You eat right. You breathe. You minimize the stress. You have a positive thought. You have a positive attitude in every area of your life. You develop your spiritual reality. You develop your spirit. because that is so clever, that, okay? So that is another factor that I'm going to be affecting, is that it's going to accelerate the aging process. Okay, let's talk about the stereotype. This is another thing, pet peeve of mine, because this research is talk about the stereotype, and they found the following. A second study published in the same journal also suggests that physical performance can be influenced by mental attitude. And that is obvious, right? My mental attitude is going to be affecting my physical performance. If I say, I have to go to the gym, I hate working out. Oh my God. Man, you have, that's what they say, it's going to be affecting your physical performance. But if we go to the gym, the way I go to the gym pow. I go to the gym happy. For me, the gym is happy hour. So for me, I'm going to get very good physical result. And this is the thing, that when people say, oh, I want to look like you. Well, you have to look like me. It's going to take more than just going to the gym. It's going to take, also, you go to the gym with a power. You're going to the gym because you're going to transform yourself. You're going to the gym with a positive attitude. You go to the gym because you're going to do this work. You're not taking your phone with you and taking selfie about your butt, about your ass. Because that's what I see all the time. People constantly taking pictures of their ass. And what's the thing with the ass? You know what I mean? You go there to work out. Once you have a beautiful glute, then I can see that. But in the meantime, stop it and focus in the task ahead. Focus in the task in front of you. I get videos and the things in my workout because I have somebody doing it for me. But I'm not taking my phone. I'm not doing that. Somebody doing the video for me, perfect. But other than that, I'm not having video because I don't go there to take videos. I go there to work out. So my mental attitude is going to be affecting my physical performance, which is going to be affecting how quickly I age, okay? A team from the University of North Carolina asked 153 people of different ages to carry out memory tests after being exposed to positive and negative words to describe a stereotype about aging. Negative words include confused, cranky, feeble, senile, wild. Okay, so when they told these people, when we talk about aging, oh well, she's too old. She can't remember. This is the words they use. They're confused. When you all is supposed to be confused. When you all is supposed to not remember anything. When you all is supposed to be cranky. When you all is supposed to be feeble. When you all are senile. And the opposite, when they say positive words include accomplishment, active, dignified, and distinguished. So what happened is this. Once they tell people the negative words like weak and senile and all this kind of thing, people have a tendency of people to perform according to what we are telling them. So this is my conclusion about reading this study. My conclusion is people, because society has programmed us to, and we know this because I talk about this all the time, that you behave this way, you act this way, you talk this way, you dress this way, and this is the way you spend your day. All day at the doctor's getting your prescription medication. Okay? So what happened? People start acting. This is fascinating to me because then people start acting in a cranky way because they've been told, oh well, you cranky because you're old. No, I'm not cranky because I'm old. I'm cranky because you piss me off. Doesn't have anything to do how old I am. It's because you bother me or whatever it is. But so what happened? People with less information, they start believing this definition about aging. And this is what I always say. Don't associate me. Don't call me old woman. Don't call me, like in Latin culture, viejita. Don't call me abuela. Don't call me anything but my name. My name is Josefina del Valle Monasterio Pinto. Or Doctora Josefina. Or physioculturist. Or bodybuilder. Or Dr. Josefina. Because what happened is they immediately they start labeling you with a derogatory term. Well, no, you can't do that because you're old. You are an old lady. You are an old man. That's what happened. You're just too old to do that. You know what happened is, why do you do that? Why are we tolerating this? So when somebody calls me for an interview, and I say, number one, don't stereotype me, because I don't fit that picture of the 73 years old woman. When the picture of a 73 years old woman looks like me, fine. But in the meantime, I'm energetic. I'm a writer. I write books. I'm coming out with my book number 4. I'm a bodybuilder. I'm a life coach. I have other titles. But no, they want to label you with these all labels of the aging process, in which what happened is they take the dignity of the person. I said that yesterday in my live in Spanish, because the tendency in the Latin culture is to call the parent, oh, mi viejo, mi vieja. Why do you call your mother vieja? Why do you call your father viejo? He has a name, and your mother has a name. So, and then what happened, it starts when the kids just reach that like 20 years, 18, 20 years old, they start calling their parents old, and then the parents start believing that, and the parents fall into the stereotype, which has nothing to do with the chronological age. Nothing to do with your chronological age. Wake up and start setting goals and really start living your life to the fullest. The results show that memory performance in older adults was lower. Okay, this is what happened when we tell people the negative labels, their memory goes down. It makes sense because people lose their hope. People feel, people give up. So what happened when we refer to them with those practice words, with all the ones I just told you, they start performing according to the definition of the word. And when we talk to them in a positive way, okay, an older adult was lower than, okay, it was, so the performance was lower in older adults when we get negative stereotypes, when we use words that are negative, that stereotype you. In contrast, there was less difference in performance between young and older adults. Okay, so when we do a stereotype, it doesn't make any difference whether the person is old or is young. The researchers said that older people are treated like they are. Okay, listen to this. And the contrast of that is that older people who are treated like they are competent, productive members of society, then they perform that way. See, when we are giving, this is just amazing, that when we tell people words, see, that's what they say, words have power. So when we treat people like they are competent, see, when we treat them, if you treat people like they are incompetent, they're going to behave incompetent. If you tell people they are competent, they're going to behave competent. If you're going to tell people they are great, they're going to behave great. And that's the attitude. This is when the factor of the attitude comes in. Attitude, okay? Researchers told there was a social situation factor can have very strong impact on older adults. Another impact is these negative words have in people in the memory. They found the memory performance is being affected by the negative labeling that we use to describe, to define older people. So we have to be extremely careful, and the way you can be proactive about that is very nicely, very kindly to tell people, my name is so-and-so. If you don't want to call me by my name, you can call me by my profession. I'm a life coach, I'm a teacher, I'm a nurse, I'm a doctor, I'm an engineer, whatever it is, okay? But we have to stop, because then what happens, all these characteristics that we see in older adults is not necessarily, and this is the key here, not necessarily have to be that way. It is that way because we start buying into the belief system. Science and research are showing us that it's not that way. That we can delay the aging process, how? By changing our attitude towards aging. And this is when the attitude towards aging comes in. But let me finish with the paperwork and then I can go off on my own. Okay, listen to this. People, they pick up negative cues in their environment. So you know, the environment that you work, and people are constantly talking about how old they are and how weak they feel. So what happens is you constantly being bombarded with this negativity, and there is a moment that you get saturated with it, and there is a moment you even start feeling this way. And that's why when people talk to me around me that way, immediately I have my mental invisible army. Immediately, that's in reality, not my reality. You are the sick one, I know. Do you get sick? No. Let me tell you this story. The other day blew me away. I'm in the supermarket here in my area. And this woman passing by, and so she says, she looked at me, and of course she knows me for my TV show and the things that I went down. And she looked at me and she said, "Don't you wrinkle?" And I said, "No." But my reaction was no, because never, ever, 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 ever crossed my mind that I have to wrinkle. And that's part of the reason why my skin doesn't wrinkle the way other people think or the other people do. Why? Because that never crossed my mind. The first time it crossed my mind in 73 years was last week when this lady asked me, "Don't you wrinkle?" And I said, "No." And she looked at me and said, "Oh," because she knew, she noticed my reaction. Why shall I wrinkle? Why shall I wrinkle? I mean, I don't get it. Why shall I have aches and pain? Why shall I be feeling no energy? Because of my mental attitude towards aging. I had never bought into the belief system that the older I get, the worse I should be. I believe the opposite. The more chronological age I have, the better I should be. Why? I have more wisdom. I have more experience. I have more talent. I have more things that I can do. I can reinvent myself every 10 years. I can do the thing that I want to do. I don't have to be asking permission to anybody to do anything. I'm in charge of my life along with God. Okay? You got God and you got yourself, you got it made. And there's just another factor here. Another attitude that accelerates the aging process is the attitude that once you reach a certain age, then you have to retire. Retirement is crazy. Because if you're in your 60s, you should be more productive. People stop being productive because they're being told, now is the time to retire. Now is the time to sit around and collect your pension. And people take it. So why would I do that? I feel like, well, listen to me. If I wouldn't say, oh, well, I'm going to put my 30, 40 years at Cambridge High School and I'm going to retire. I never crossed my mind that I was going to spend there half of my life just to get a pension. Never, ever. Just the same thing that when this woman said to me, "Don't you wrinkle?" And I went, "Hell, no." The same thing when when I was working at high schools and university. Never crossed my mind that I was going to stay in any position for years so I can collect a pension. And I'm not saying it's wrong, it's just for me. Because I felt, why shall I do that? I can produce, and I'm producing now better than when I was in my 40s. I'm coming out with book number 4. I never would have done my bodybuilding if I would have said, oh, I'm going to retire when I finish my years here and I'm going to collect my pension. I would never be a bodybuilder. I would never be a writer. I would never be what I'm doing right now. I would never have been to a Steve Harvey show. I would never have done all those TV shows that I've done. I had never been interviewed from people all around the world. That's it. That's what would happen to me if I would say, well, I'm going to put my years here and I'm going to collect my pension. Are you crazy? Not for me. But that's for some people works fine. And that's what happens when you give up. You don't feel that sense of productive like the research found. When people keep being productive, they healthier, they don't age as fast, Because you have reason to exist. You have things to do. You want to move on. You want to experience new things. You want to learn new things. You know the most amazing thing that we're constantly learning. And this is another factor that plays a lot. Well, you're too old to learn. Well, an old dog cannot learn new tricks. That's false. That's not true. Because as you get older, you learn differently. And I talked before about it. As we get older, the brain has what is called brain plasticity. We learn differently. In our 20s, we were good memorizing information. And in this stage, and later on in years, we are much better in analyzing information and finding out more practical the information. How can I use this information? How can I apply that information? Why? Not because you're old, it's because you have more experience and you want to utilize the information. Instead, like in your 20s, you just memorize everything. You memorize and you go take the test, you spit out what you memorize, and that's it. So those are some of the new information about how attitude is going to delay the aging process. And when we label people in a negative way, we are condemning. And when you accept all those labels, negative labels, you are allowing them to box you into this paradigm of age has to do with being weak, being sick, frail, no goals, no dream. There is no reason. Now you just get fat and just go to the doctors every single day. And that is crazy. For me, that is not crazy. And that is the information that I wanted to share with you today because I want you to I want to make sure that you understand this very clearly. Number one, your attitude towards aging. Do you give yourself the excuse, well, I'm not going to the gym because I'm too old. Well, I cannot lift heavy because I'm too old. Those are negative attitudes. You go to the gym with a positive attitude. You need to get motivated. Look, watch my videos and gym time power. Okay? Because that's one way of attitude. Another thing with the aging process is just like with your skin. People, taking care of your skin. If you don't want your skin to go too quickly and too fast, there is like the stress level. It's going to play a big portion in it. How your nutrition, how you rest. Resting is very powerful. When you have a good night's sleep, you get up in the morning, you feel great, and you look great. So attitude is going to play a big and important factor in how quickly you age. And with that, I said, pow! You said, wow. So how can I read some comments?
There aren't any questions. They are all a lot of compliments. People watching from Italy, Mexico.
Oh.
So only compliments. No questions.
Let me get them my iPad so I can have my iPad and I see the comments on Facebook. Yeah. So let's see what people are saying. Some of the comments. Perfect. Okay, Sonia, hola. No limitation. Exactly, Sherry. No, we have. I know. I'm going to put it closer here. So, yeah. Okay, so I can read it like that. Perfect, Sonia. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Jesus. Okay. Sena, hola. Well, anything here from Josefina is more than important. Sonia, hi, I love you. Mariu, okay, this is my clue from the morning. Perfect. Maria, saludos, Josefina, okay. Cali. Cali, Medellin, okay, great. Well, my friends, Patty. So that is the information that I was so excited to share with you today. So you can see it like that. Yeah. So yeah, it's Washington. We can move it over there, right? But it's okay. So I think we're done for today. Anything else? You need any other information? Just this video is gonna be in YouTube to watch it all again and again and again. because changing your attitude towards aging is very important. Change your attitude. Your attitude is the most important factor in life. Attitude will determine your success and your failure. Attitude will take you up or will take you down. Like I said in the beginning, marriages, jobs, positions, everything, and sometimes people lose all that stuff or gain all that stuff because of the positive attitude. And you want to be the type of person that radiate the attitude of the person who knows where he or she is going. And the last thing that I want to recommend to you that is also a characteristic of people, the stereotype of aging, is that all the people are always complaining about their health. They're always talking about how much, all the aches and pains. I'm going to tell you this. Don't do that, okay? Stop. Don't talk to people about your health unless it's good or you're talking to your doctor. If you ask me, how are you? I tell you, I'm great. And you know what? When I was going with my problem with my hips, I could hardly walk. And nobody in this town knew about my problem. Why? Because they're not my doctor, they can't help me. It doesn't make any sense for you to go around complaining about your health and telling people, oh, you hurt here. What a person is going to say? You come across like an old person complaining. So stop it. Don't talk about your health unless it's good or you're talking to your doctor. That is my advice. So you don't follow into that pattern of constantly complaining and aches and pain, and then you giving fuel to the fire for people. Well, it's part of the aging. And you're not young as you used to be. Well, you're not the same that 20 years ago. And people start making those stupid comments because those are comments based in ignorance. From my perspective, those comments are based in ignorance. So you want to stop that. You want to talk about your health only if it is great. How are you? Fabulous. Great. Fantastic. And if I have any aches and pain, I go to my doctor who can help me. And that's what happened with what I was telling you about my hips. I found my Dr. Steinfeld who did my surgery for me, and nobody in this town knew about it. Nobody. Because it didn't make any sense to me. What are they going to do? What are they going to do? Me complaining about it? No, it doesn't make any sense. Okay, so for now.
2 questions.
Yes.
Can you do more English videos? And can you show skin products?
Oh, absolutely. Yes, we do the English videos once a week. I do the once a week on Tuesday. Today is Thursday, but we do it today because of the hurricane. I also do the live video on the sunrise in English in the morning, the sunrise in the morning. And yes, so absolutely, I try to keep a balance between both, the English and Spanish. Yes, absolutely, the answer is yes. Skin products, we can do, we can do a video. We can do a video about my ritual with my skin. It's very simple. But I can show you what I do. So yeah, the answer is yeah, we can do that.
Right, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
Everything else compliments everybody.
Oh, pretty good. Well, thank you so much for the compliments, and it really means a lot to me because it keeps me going. It confirms that we are in the right track. Remember, we are in what we. You have to believe this. We are in the right track. If you go by science, and if you go by what God says, and what science says, and what I'm sharing with you, I think we got the 3 factors, powerful factors, that it will help you to really minimize and delay the aging process. And for those people who are new, I just want to remind you my books. You find 3 books. This is book number 1, Vibrant at Any Age, and you find them in Amazon. This is book number 2. This is 2, and you find it in Amazon. And this is book number 3. All the 3 books, and in my 3 books, I talk about my rituals. I talk about how I clean my skin. I keep it very, very simple. You might think that I do, like people will sometimes negative people like, oh, she's done so many surgeries and she done, because people don't want to give you credit for your work. They think I had surgery for my arm. You know what I mean? They don't think that you work in the gym hard as you can and you discipline. I know people want to find a quick, an easy way out instead of the discipline and the commitment and the dedication. Yes, we will do a video then or live about my skin ritual, and it's very, very simple. It's just very simple. Basically, the foundation and you exercising. You want great skin, you gotta exercise. And you know I'm telling you the truth because the only thing you have to do, you go and you have a good workout, and when you really sweat and you see your face, you look like 20 years younger. You know it because you've done it. Now imagine if you're constantly doing that. You're rejuvenating your skin feels healthy. Another beautiful thing for your skin is the relaxation, the meditation, the yoga, and the communication with the skin. You know, the same, body mind connection, the same thing. We talk with the muscle, connecting with the muscle, we talk to the spirit, connecting with the spirit, we talk to your skin. Talk to your skin, and it's amazing the benefits, and the nutrition is also another thing. I eat fruits. I've been having a lot of watermelon. I like watermelon. I have one little portions of, two portions of watermelon every day. I eat my fruit. Fruits are good for my skin. Some people have no fruit, no please, no, but that's okay. I'm sharing with you what works for me, and then you can make a choice. So remember the 3 books. I know you're gonna be asking me. The 3 books are in Amazon. Vibrant at any age. Number 1, vibrant at any age for having great relationship, and vibrant at any age, keep on learning. That's the portion. And this is very powerful. The book number 2 is very powerful also because it's about to continue learning. And this is another thing that when I'm too old to go to school, I'm too old to learn. No, you're not. What makes you old if you stop? I know you had the same experience that I have. Now, when you look at your friends, or you look at your parents, or you look at some people close to you, you discover that the reason they got overweight or the reason they got old is because they stopped doing. Don't stop being. Don't stop doing. Always there is new thing that you can learn. There is new thing that you can use your brain for. There is a goal that you can achieve. Like I said, I would never done it if I would have put myself in a box at 50 years old. Well, I'm 59, I'm too old to do bodybuilding. Oh, I'm 60, I'm too old to be a writer. Hell no. You're too young not to stop. We are too young to stop. And for that,
another question.
Yes.
Did you have a personal trainer when you first started working out?
Yes. When I started working out at age 59, I didn't have no clue what bodybuilding was all about. And my trainer started talking to me about it, and I said, "What is that?" And he told me what it was, and I said, "Well, I don't know how to train that." And he said, "I train you." And he started training me in January 2005. In the same year, January, by June, 6 months later, he takes me to my first competition, and I won the whole thing. And I've been competing since then. Yes, I do. I think it's very important in the beginning because you don't know bodybuilding. Or lifting weight. You need to have somebody who coaches you how to move the weight, how to grab it, how to do the right form. If you look at my videos right there on YouTube, my training videos, look at my videos. I'm there always for a trainer because you need a good trainer. You can use my videos to train you because they're good videos, they're good form, excellent videos. So yes, my advice is in the beginning, for at least 3 months, you need a good coach. But somebody and this is one of the things that I talk in my book number 2. I talk about how to get a good coach. It's very important to communicate your goal, what you want to achieve, the picture that you have about your body when you're coaching. Because what happens is, remember, the stereotype is all over the place. So you come in and you're a 50 years old woman, right? And you come in and they look at you, well, this is an old woman mentally, they will say that, right? And so, well, they set up a training program for you based on their mental stereotype about women at any age. And so what I tell my clients, you get a video of my video, you tell your coach, she's 73 years old, I want to look like that, or I want to train like that, or I want to achieve something similar to that. So you need to be proactive, and you have to have a very clear goal. What it is that you want to achieve when you go to the gym with a coach. You don't let the coach slack. You don't talk to your coach about anything else, or how well you're doing, or he's correcting your form. If your coach starts talking about what he had for dinner last time, that's not the right coach. And you don't go to the gym to tell your coach your personal problem. You go to a life coach, you go to a counselor, you go to your psychologist. You go to the gym for that coach, but you train the coach. Because I see them at the gym, blah, 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 and I look, I feel like going, they say, tell the person, you're paying not to be talking, you're paying for him to train you. Because either the client talking or the coaching, blah, blah. Of course, it's like an entertainment for them. And I'm not saying not every coach, because I have excellent coaches, but I see. So if you don't become proactive and you bring that what it is that you want to achieve, then you need to be that way. You need to be that way, because then you waste your money for that. It's better for you to watch my video and train yourself. Okay? Anything else? And then you can find more of that in this book number 2.
Oh yes. What is the easiest way to build stronger legs?
Oh my God. The best way is to work legs twice a week. You work legs twice a week, and because legs are big muscles and they're really challenging, have a partner with you or have a coach with you. And then train leg twice a week. And then in one workout, you do the squatting, and in another workout, you do different type of exercises. Watch my videos, leg workout, my leg workout videos, and get an idea from that. But because the legs are hard, the legs are hard to keep in shape, so I work them twice a week. And the coaches I pay is for them to kill my legs. Because legs is so hard, I will not do what they make me do with legs. So yes, get a coach and have twice a week for legs. Yes.
What is book 2 about?
Book 2 is about learning. It's about why it's so important to keep learning. It's about if you want to continue developing and performing and achieving new goals and achieving new things in life, then it's very powerful to continue the learning process. So in this book, I talk about that. I have some recipes, and then there's let me see another thing that another thing that will be in the table of content here. We're talking about why it's so important to learning about all the things that you need to do, like why it's so important laughing, listening, loving, learning, about sleeping, about fitness, about how keeping the mind working well. It's very, very, very good book. So it's all about why should I keep learning? Why should I keep learning about meditation or learning about stress or whatever is in here? Why it's so important to keep learning, and what are the things that I need to keep learning to slow down the aging process? It's right here. Anything else? We have a drink.
What age did you realize you don't have a routine, you have a ritual?
Say that again.
At what age did you realize that it's not a routine and it's a ritual, like the morning, looking at the sunsets?
Yes, very good question. It was probably about maybe 10 years ago, because I noticed the difference between because it became more like worshiping. It became more like you worshiping, and you were more in a sense of reverence, a sense of respect. Because you know what happens when you get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and you start reading your scriptures and your Bible and you start meditating, and then at 4:30 you go out there and look at the stars, look at the moon, look at a beautiful sunrise, you listen to the birds singing, the smell this morning, the jasmine was intoxicating. So smelling the jasmine this morning. So it dawned on me, this is worshiping, this is a ritual. And that's when it came to me that it was a ritual, because it's a sense of reverence, respect, and worshiping. Anything else?
Somebody said they're gonna get your book.
Okay, great. Get the 3 of them. The 3 books. You need the 3 books if you want to really make the changes. You need the 3 books. The 3 books that go together. They go together. It's like the body, mind, and spirit. They really go together.
That's basically it.
Okay.
Hello from Canada. You're a wonderful woman.
Thank you, Canada. I love you too.
All right.
Okay, so we are
You can watch the whole entire live stream back on YouTube
perfect.
as soon as we're done.
Okay, so as soon as we're done, the producer says you can watch it again and again and again.
What do you drink at this time?
At this time, I'm having tea, and this is any type of tea. This is like a raspberry tea, a good raspberry tea, and then I put a little bit of lemon and a little bit of honey, and this will last me for the rest of the evening. I probably won't eat anymore for today, and this is sort of like my last afternoon delight.
Would it be possible to do a program about your trip to India? How did you decide to go, your experience, and how is therapeutic yoga different?
Okay, that's a very, very good question. Why did I go to India? Because I'm the type of person who like to learn from the source. If I want to know about God, I read the Bible. If I want to know about personal development, I study Maslow. So I always go with the people, the people from the foundation. So I'm always been interested in yoga because yoga for me was a transition from gymnastics. So I was a gymnast, so the flexibility and the bending and the bridge. So it has a lot in common with gymnastics. So it was a transition for me to go into yoga. So I would do my stretching every single morning after my run. That was before I call it my ritual. And the opportunity came to go to India to study yoga. I love yoga. Let me go to India, and I have beautiful pictures with my yoga teacher in India that I'm gonna post sometime in the social media. And that is and what I study is in India. You go to the doctor, and the doctor doesn't give you a medication. He gives you a prescription of the different type of asana that you can do to cure your disease. And in India, they call it cure. They say that it's gonna cure you. In the United States, you can't say that. So I studied yoga therapy, and then I just do it myself. I don't teach it. It's something very personal, and I just love yoga. And that's why, because I'm the type of person who like to learn from the real thing.
Where do you sell the books?
In Amazon. Amazon. All my books are in Amazon.
¿Cuánto tiempo le tomo conseguir esas posturas de yoga?
Oh,
1 minute 55 remaining.
Okay. Yoga todavía. See, there is I'm still learning yoga. This is what the book number 2 is all about. To keep learning. I'm still learning English. I'm still learning yoga. The learning process is endless. I'm still learning bodybuilding. I'm still learning. And this is what this book is all about. Because there is no end to learning. And that's why if you're going to stay young, healthy, feel terrific, and feel successful, we have to keep on learning. And I'm not trying to say my book is the truth. Okay, 1 minute there. We're ready to go. Pow, ciao.
All right.
Okay, bye to Instagram. Thank you. Pow. Awesome.
262 viewers.
Yeah, is that good? That's great. And then they're gonna watch it more, and they have more. Anyhow, so now we buy Facebook. I take care of my Facebook friends. Okay, bye, friends. I love you. See you tomorrow morning. Pow. Bye.
We're still on YouTube.
Okay. Okay, I got that down. Bye, everybody. Perfect. Well, I'm gonna wait for a few seconds to see you guys join us.
What is a typical day? What time do you wake up and all that?
Are we still live?
Yes, on YouTube.
Okay. Okay, what is the question?
What is a typical day? What time do you wake up? and everything else.
Okay, typical day is I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. From 3 o'clock in the morning to 4:30, I'm meditating. I'm reading my Bible. I'm memorizing. I'm reflecting. I get ready. I have my coffee. At the time I have my coffee. Lo voy a querer. Muy bien.
I'm good at the age process. So Washington, you tell me when do you think is a good time to
I'm still living.
give them a few more moments? Yes.
Okay. Now, okay, so
So
continue with my ritual. Then at 4:30 I go out and I walk for 3 miles. Coming back, I jog for 3 miles. And then I do yoga for about 30 minutes. After the sun rises, today the sun risen about 7:02 in the morning. And then I do the sunrise that you got put it here right here on YouTube every morning. When I do it, very few moments morning that I don't do. But so then I go in the water. You see me going in the water. You can look at the videos here on YouTube. Go in the water. Then I come home and then I go have my breakfast. My breakfast is oatmeal. And then I write in the morning about from 7 to 8:30 in the morning. That's my writing time. That's when I get inspired to write my books. That's the ideas flow. I got the inspiration early in the morning. And then by 9 o'clock, 9:30, I'm getting ready to go to the gym. And then I go to the gym by 10 o'clock, 10:15, I'm at the gym. I train for about an hour until 12 o'clock. And then I come home, I have my lunch, which my lunch usually is chicken with veggies, like broccoli, cauliflower, sweet potatoes, and sometimes green beans. And basically that is it. And then in the afternoon, I have my tea. And then, like I said, maybe I won't have anything else to eat for the day. I already have my lunch. I have to portion it on lunch. I usually have my lunch is about. Usually I have 2 meals in one lunch. So I eat one and then I eat the other one at about 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock. And then after that I'm not really hungry, so I'm just going to bed by 7 o'clock. I'm going towards my bedroom. I'm relaxing, I'm chilling out, I'm cleaning my face. I'm getting ready for my ritual, my evening ritual. Now when I finish here, then it will be my evening ritual to take care of my skin. I always make sure that I don't go to sleep with makeup on. That is detrimental to your skin. You age like 10 years every time you go to sleep with your makeup on.
Okay, there was another question, but let me stop this.
And I got my notes here.
How do you make your tea? Do a pal to Mexico, please, and Guadalajara. Hi, I love to watch the Spanish and English. Muchas gracias.
Ay, qué bueno.
So how do you make your tea?
You boil the water, that 2 cups of water. Then you boil them, then you put 2 bags of tea, let it steam. And I do it in the morning. So by the afternoon, it's nice and cold. It's room temperature. So I make it in the morning when I make my own meal. I make my tea and my own meal at the same time. 2 cups of water, I put 2 bags of tea, and I let it be there until in the afternoon, like about 2:30. Then I put a lemon, a little bit of honey, and I drink it. And that's how I do it.
What kind of green tea? What kind of tea? Green tea?
No, green tea doesn't agree with me. It gives me stomachache. So I get raspberry tea. This is raspberry.
Yes. How do you know the seasons in your life? How do you recognize that?
How do you recognize what?
The seasons in your life.
The seasons?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, I don't think I have seasons. I think I have stages. And in my case, every 10 years, I do everything for 10 years. Every 10 years, I have something comes that I need to do. Example, in my 50s or 59, right? I started bodybuilding, right? So from 59 to 60, then when I turned 60, I started being a writer. And for the last from 60 to 70, bodybuilding from 60 to 70 rider. So every 10 years there is something new comes. Just happen. In my case, I think of the potential. I think that we have this human potential, and that potential is a divine potential. And if we give ourselves the opportunity, then the potential will reveal itself. If you give up, the potential cannot come out. It's like a seed. If you plant it and you have it there, it's gonna blossom one day. The same thing with your potential. The key is not to give up and to feel that you can do things, that you can move on. I mean, you can. I didn't think, oh, I'm gonna be a bodybuilder when I'm 50 or 60. In my 60s, I'm gonna be a bodybuilder. And I didn't go, oh, in my 70s, I'm gonna be a writer. It just happened. But you know when it happens, when you open yourself, you open your heart, and you give yourself the opportunity to grow, to become, and to change.
Okay, I would love to meet you in person one day. I'll go to Florida. You live in Miami, right? I have
No.
shared your videos on Facebook and Instagram. I'll continue to do that, Doctor. You are just great, pal.
Wow! Yes, I don't live in Miami. I live in north of Miami, about 2 hours north of Miami. And I retreat. You can the morning ritual, the retreat with me. I have like a 10-day retreat, and people come from all over the world, and they go and stay with me for 10 days, and they see how I teach them, and they start retreat, spiritual retreat. So the growing, developing, and perfecting your body, your mind, and your spirit. So yes, that's one way. And now if you come to visit my Florida, yeah, stop by Vero Beach and we have a coffee.
Thank you. I'll come.
They
I'll
can
come
check-
for 10 days.
Yeah, check my website. My website, Dr.Josefina.com. Okay? Yes, a 10-day. I don't know if you've seen the video with the girl from Sweden that came. There was another girl from Tennessee recently. So people come for the 10 days, and another one from Washington, D.C. this year. The one from Africa, that was amazing. So it's just amazing. People come, and the transformation it's a beautiful job. It's a wonderful service that I provide, because I know it works, because I know it works for me, because I live it every single day. But when you see it happening to other person in front of you, it's just amazing. It's just a miracle. Like watching a baby being born.
Okay, sure. I'll love that.
And what is her name?
Fatih and Alex.
Okay.
And so 2 people? I don't know. All right. That's pretty much it for the live.
Perfect.
All right. Say bye.
Bye. I'm watching Washington.
All right.
Okay.